But what brings us here today is the first public charger ever in the United States, and I believe in the world, for the Tesla Semi, the first public MegaCharger. What's up, everyone? So we are doing some citizen journalism here tonight. We are in the mecca of trucking here in Ontario, California. We are at the TA Center for where all these trucks, there's hundreds of these semis that are here in Ontario and they're idling. It's like a huge rest stop. It seems like this is just the mecca for Southern California. This is where you stop. They got a whole service station here at the TA Center if you have some issues on your traveling. But what brings us here today is the first public charger ever in the United States, and I believe in the world, for the Tesla Semi, the first public MegaCharger. They have two stalls here, two. You can see this here. We're gonna get hopefully some good drone footage. I gotta check to see if we're able to fly. Unfortunately, there obviously is no Semi here tonight, so we don't know how many are actually utilizing this right now. So that's kind of a bummer, but of course I got Joe, the Prez, here. We're on another excursion for another video, Tesla Cybertruck 6-seat, which we'll be dropping potentially before this one. But all that to say is we wanted to see for firsthand how big this MegaCharger is, and just kind of showcase everything here. So you can just see all of the Tesla boxes here. This is it looks like, I mean, again, this is all different because these are MegaChargers, which can charge up to 1,000 kilowatts. And you can see here, this is all the BP pulse over here. And Joe and I actually were just talking about this on just like how, I mean, look at all, just the way that they set up these cables. And when you get over to the Tesla charger here, you can just see how simple it is. You can roll through with a full Semi here. They got two whole slots, and this is completely off the beaten path. And so we're gonna go ahead and grab one of these. Okay, and it actually looks well used. Yeah. But check this out. So you can just see how huge this is. And this doesn't look new. This seems to be the one that they've had for a while. But this thing is huge. I mean, I'm gonna just put my phone down here just so you can see how, if you line it up next to it, just how big it is, kind of life size. And then just, again, this is an iPhone 17 Pro Max. But yeah, you can see the huge cables and the connectors in there. And then if you move that, you can just see inside of here. Check that out. Check out the cable here. Yeah, you can see, wow, that is like, the wiring on this is absolutely insane. So there's two here. Let's go over to this other one. Again, it's all the same stuff, but this one's a little bit more exposed. You can just see this wiring coming all the way down. And it says Tesla. It looks like report semi-charging concerns. You can scan that QR code. And they're labeled like the regular Tesla superchargers are. There's a 2A, so this is 1A. Okay, so they got just, again, two stations here. I'm gonna lift this up for myself. Joe picked it up before, but I just wanna see, how does this weigh? And this one actually looks a lot newer. And again, you can just see that here. And it's actually, to be honest with you, to be able to charge a whole Semi, this is not big. This actually feels as heavy as what you'd probably see even for, what is it, the CCS, right? I mean, it's just super simple. I mean, I can hold it, grab it firmly, no issues. And then again, all you do is press this button here. Joe and I were talking a little bit about this before, and we were just talking about, you have hundreds of these trucks. Yeah, so what are your thoughts on all this this idling of all these trucks?
Yeah, no, this is wild, man. They are just sitting here running, fumes are blazing everywhere, and all the trucks are just idling. As we seen a guy watching TV in the back of his truck, it's just like, and they're just...
He wasn't even wearing clothes.
He's just chilling in his house. They have curtains, bro. Put a curtain up. But yeah, no, they're just sitting out here idle. All the trucks are running. Like literally, whether somebody's in them or not, they're all just sitting here running.
So yeah, as you know, one of the biggest reasons why why Teslas are better, or really electric vehicles are better for police vehicles, is because of all of the idling and maintenance that you don't have to do. So there's a huge opportunity here, and coming here, I've never personally been to a travel a TA center here like this, where it's meant for semis. And this just puts everything in perspective of how much this industry can change and will change with the Cybertruck. Obviously, I don't know how, if all these people, where they're coming from and what they're passing through. But when you think of once these chargers go up, I mean, you're stopping, and the car at some point also, these semis are going to be driving themselves. So it's just, we just drove 360 miles all the way to Ontario from our place. And it was all FSD all the way. And it's just such a comfortable ride, where these guys are dealing with a lot, just the wear and tear of driving yourself and being alert that whole time. It's exhausting. So, again, I'm really excited, really impressed with what Tesla has done. And they really did also put it in a really good location. It's not something that's going to interrupt any of the business of all of these other truckers, because obviously we know EVs is just breaking into the space. And, Tesla's going to lead the way. So this is the first public charger. But, Joe, what are your thoughts on just being here and seeing this?
Yeah, no, this is pretty incredible. It gives you a little insight into the future, how trucking is going to be. Hearing all these trucks just idle and just knowing that this could actually be a less noisy place. Wildlife could be actually flourishing here, as well as all the trucking that needs to happen. I mean, as we know, everybody buys everything online, but the part you don't think about buying everything online is that all that stuff has to be shipped across the country. So trucks aren't going anywhere, and making them electric is the way to go. This is going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and fleets with this, we're seeing it obviously with PepsiCo, I think Costco, Frito-Lay, but SAIA is all these companies are doing it. Tesla's already doing it internally with all of their batteries and powertrains from Sparks all the way to Fremont. So, California, it's got 30 million people here, and this is just going to be just a game changer for the state in transportation. And when you think of again, we talk about the idling, right? It's just the cost of maintenance and ownership of these vehicles. It's a no-brainer. I believe, my understanding is also too, it's these semis cost about $100,000 more than the semi will cost itself. So it's just going to be a no-brainer. The people that own these businesses and these logistics companies are just going to be making the decision to do this. So we're going to walk around a little bit and just kind of capture what the vibe here is like. And again, you're just going to hear all of these trucks just idling. And, hopefully, like I said, we'll check to see if we can get some drone footage here. I know Ontario, there's a small airport here, so we'll have to see. But with that said, it's super cool being here at the first ever public MegaCharger. And again, the Tesla experience here, it's so easy to grab these things and pick them up. And the whole design here, I mean, if you just go to all these cabinets, and of course you can tell which one are the Tesla cabinets versus the other ones. So super cool to see what Tesla is doing, and really exciting for the future of electric vehicles. All right, so we are out here just walking through and seeing all of these semis here. And this is just one of probably 15 different huge roll-throughs that you see. And you can even see all these semis are backed in. And you just hear all of them, not even some of these are not even shut down. You can see that guy over there, he's just in his truck. But all of these are just, sitting and idling. And you just think of the crazy opportunity here that Tesla has to not only just change, how much is being wasted. I would love to know what the stat is for how much truckers just waste idling their cars, or semis in this case. These actually kind of look off, but yeah, this industry is ripe to be transformed. You feel it, and when you think of how big this industry is, Tesla is so primed to do this. Yeah, so me and the Prez are just walking here, and you can just see how big this place is. All these semis, there's rows and rows and rows of these semis, just all over the place. Yeah, so we're just walking through another row here. And I was just talking to the Prez about I think coming to a trucking stop as massive as this just kind of reminds you of how ripe this industry is just ready to be turned over.
No, yeah, this is ripe for disruption for sure. You got so many trucks just sitting idle, doing nothing, wasting gas after they've already filled up.
And you can smell it right now.
Smell it. Oh, the smell is one thing, man. That's, yeah. This needs to change for sure.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, you know, why do cops buy an electric vehicle? Cost of maintenance, gas, idling, right? It's better to be, cost of ownership, cost of just having the car actually being used and not in the shop. And then obviously even more so now with the cost of gas hitting $6-7 here in California. This place is just ready to probably just be transitioned and transformed. So either way, it's just super cool to see this. My first time to a huge trucking stop like this. What about you?
Yeah, same. This is pretty incredible to see. And just to know that they have a shop on premises where you can actually get your vehicle repaired. Imagine what that's going to do to the trucking industry once you have all EVs and they don't need as much maintenance as freaking regular trucks do. That just goes to show you right there. I mean, they have 4 bays open where they're repairing trucks constantly here. Yeah. That is wild.
Well, yeah, so we're just wrapping up our little quick tour here, and yeah, super cool to be here. It felt like everything kind of clicked for what Tesla, the opportunity here, and experience the 2 first public superchargers. And I actually think this is like the first citizen journalism video that has been done. So glad to do that. Glad, through X, it empowers you to become the media.